If you've ever thought to yourself, oh, kids these days, well, listen up. Our next guest says she blends contemporary manners with traditional etiquette to give young people poise, self-confidence, and a good feeling about themselves. Janis Klieithermes, did I butcher that? Klieithermes.
You got it.
We just practiced that. She's the owner of Etiquette Kansas City. I knew I would butcher that. Being well-mannered, it isn't just for kids, right? It's very important.
Absolutely not.
It's important for adults, too. So you and I are going to go over the top 10 things that people need to be made aware of so that they're polite and cultured and well-mannered. So what's at the top of your, or the bottom of your list? What's number 10?
Number 10 would be don't chew gum in public. And if you notice, there were little clips yesterday of the inauguration.
Yes.
And the president was chewing gum. But
no.
Yes, he was chewing gum. But I was out with some girlfriends last night, and they said, well, he's a smoker, and so maybe he was chewing gum to help him not have a cigarette. So we're gonna give him maybe a little break on that. But otherwise, the only time to chew gum is maybe on an airplane or on the ball field. But just, it looks so tacky.
Ixnay on the umge. All right. Yes. So you also say it's very important to RSVP. Do people really know what that means nowadays?
Obviously not, because more people say, I'm having a party, I put RSVP. You know, people need to know if you're coming. They need to prepare for food, for drink, and people are not RSVPing. So it just means please respond. Let us know if you're coming.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yes.
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 All right. Is it okay to say thank you over the phone or over an email? What are your thoughts on that?
First of all, if somebody has sent you something long distance, they don't know if you received it, it's okay to give them a call and say, hey, I got your gift. But never email a thank you. A handwritten thank you goes a long way. And I don't have my daughters sent their thank you notes from Christmas yet, not yet, but better late than never. Get them out. I
have lots of thank you notes at my desk. Love it when I get them from people who have been on our show. It's very thoughtful, and I send them out too. So.
Oh, very good. I better remember to send you one then.
You better. I was just saying. Okay. Well, this next one seems pretty obvious. Open doors and hold them open.
You know what? And here's the thing. Women can do this too. Women don't think about that. I was walking into a department store the other day, had my hands full. 2 women were in front of me, and I'm like, great, they're going to hold the door open for me. They walked in and just never looked behind. So women, yes, please look behind you as you're walking in and hold the door open. Or if someone elderly, I mean, it's just a nice thing to do. Nobody's doing that.
It's just a nice, kind gesture.
Yes.
Okay, and you also say, and this one is huge for me, you also say, be nice, just be nice to service providers. What are you talking about?
I am talking about your waiters and waitresses. I'm talking about the store clerks. I'm talking about when you're checking out of the grocery store. And, you know, these simple just please and thank you. And my daughter, she waitressed for a very short period of time and said, I'll never do it again. I'm working with animals because people were so rude. And there's just this mentality, this entitlement mentality that's going on, it's your job, I don't have to be nice to you.
Ugh, that is one of my biggest pet peeves. That's probably at the top of my list.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about proper greetings and introductions.
Okay.
Yo, Janis.
What's up?
Klieithermes. Janis Klieithermes. So no yo.
Well, it depends. I mean, if it's a friend that you yo with, that's okay.
Okay.
What I'm talking about is just acknowledging people. Good morning. Good evening. People where you work, and then to introduce people when you're with them, or introduce yourself when you're walking into a group of people. It's kind of, people are a little bit apprehensive. They're scared, but just introduce yourself, introduce the people you're with, and acknowledge that people are there.
Now, I am notorious for this. I'm a chronic interrupter, and you say, don't interrupt, be a good listener.
You know what? It takes practice, and for people like us that are talkers, it's which is a good thing. I mean, there's a time and a place, but the people that are the best conversationalists are the best listeners. They're listening to what you have to say, and don't be thinking about what you're going to say next. Take a couple of seconds after someone is done speaking before you start to speak, but it becomes habit. There's a lot of people that just interrupt because they want to talk about it. And just don't do it. And you shouldn't, because it wouldn't be nice.
What about table manners?
You know what? That's a whole hour show. You know, and I know you asked me, what's the #1 thing about table? I can't tell you. There are so many things with table manners.
Elbows on table.
You know, from the basics, don't talk with your mouth full, to, napkin on your lap, waiting till everyone is served.
We'll have you back on. We'll discuss that.
We'll talk
more later.
That's too much.
#2 on the good manners list.
Yes.
Be on time.
That's it. Be on time. Nobody respects time. People show up late. I say, did you have a hard time finding us? No. You know, I mean, why are you late? You know, it's important that you respect other people's times. By you showing up late means your time isn't as important.
My motto, 5 minutes early is 10 minutes late. That is my own personal motto. You can use that. You can steal that. It's fine. It's
Thank you.
Write that down.
Write that down,
Janice.
Thank
all right.
you,
And what is your #1 pet peeve for good manners? Wait for it, people. Wait for it.
Is turn off your cell phones in public. It's unbelievable. People are talking on their cell phones everywhere, and they talk louder when they're on their phone, and they are sharing personal information. Step out of the room, go in the hallway, go outside, but quit carrying on conversations in front of everyone else. It is extremely rude. Restaurants, too. Stop.
Our floor director is texting right now. Rude, rude, texting right now.
It's very important. Or let people know that you have an important phone call, but
okay, you've got a Manners for Children event coming up. Let's talk about that.
Coming up at Town Center starting in February 10th. It runs for 4 weeks for the younger kids, and then in March I have a one-day teen class. I don't want to prolong the agony for teens, so we do it all in one day, and I promise that it's fun and they learn along the ways. But I do corporate etiquette, I do Girl Scout, Boy Scout troops. There's such a lack of manners out there that everybody's in demand.
Janis Klieithermes, the Queen of Etiquette, and I got your name right. Bless my
Michael,
heart.
I'm going to send you a thank you note for that.
Deal. All right, let's toss it over to Michelle. She's got a pageant winner in the house.